welcome to this week's MDM-TV.com Friday show. I'm David Sackreiner. This past week has not been kind to President Donald Trump. It started on Saturday when, while speaking at the memorial service for Senator John McCain, former presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama criticized Trump's actions while in office without directly calling him out. Then on Tuesday, journalist Bob Woodward released details about his book, Fear, that described how top White House aides were working against the president to try to prevent him from making impulsive decisions. Finally, to make matters worse, Woodward's point was proven by a senior Trump administration official who wrote an op-ed in the New York Times stating that there was in fact a rogue group working to combat the president. The Times has received criticism for refusing to release the name of this anonymous official, and many are speculating that it could be anyone from Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to Vice President Mike Pence. Now President Trump is calling for the Justice Department to investigate the identity of this unknown official. Time will tell how they will respond. We'll keep you posted. After the break, we'll hear from Drew with World News.
There are two kinds of work.
Work that keeps you busy,
and work that has meaning.
That makes you smarter.
Stronger.
Better.
Training that challenges the status quo.
learning that defines the future.
An education that gives you more.
More options.
More opportunities.
More possibilities.
Are you ready for more?
Thanks, David. Welcome to this week's MDM-TV.com Friday show. I am Drew Conley with World News. Typhoon Jebi made landfall in southern Japan Tuesday afternoon with wind speeds reaching 130 miles per hour. The 21st storm of the year is by far the strongest in 25 years to strike Japan. The massive storm led government officials to order evacuations in 9 cities. Hundreds of flights and rail traffics have been canceled, affecting tens of thousands of people. There have been 11 confirmed fatalities and 160 injuries. We will keep you updated as things change. In other news, approximately 90 elephant carcasses have been found in the Republic of Botswana in what's being called one of Africa's worst mass poaching sprees. The discovery was made over the course of several weeks via aerial surveys conducted by the scientists of Elephants Without Borders and Botswana's Department of Wildlife. Experts point to heavy poaching in other regions and the disarming of Botswana's anti-poaching unit as contributing factors to the mass killing. Now let's go to Hannah with National News.
Thanks, Drew. The body of a woman was found in a South Carolina funeral home over 3 years after her death. Alicia Pitts died and was left under blankets in an unrefrigerated room at the Family First Funeral Home because the family could not pay for the funeral and her burial. The family was quite disturbed by the discovery of the body. Authorities are investigating to see if any state laws were violated. A Canadian moose believed to have drowned because of human error actually died due to brain worm parasites. Cedric Alexandra, a moose biologist, said that the moose was swimming in Lake Champlain in upstate New York. Terrorists on the scene were thought to have forced the moose back into the water for pictures. As a result, the moose dies. Upon examination, however, the brain parasites were found to be the culprits. We'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back. I'm Joe Wade with State News. Officials in northern Michigan have recently noticed an invasive species called the black swallowwort that is killing monarch butterflies. The poisonous Mediterranean-based plant has been seen in Grand Traverse County and is found along roadsides. Monarchs are attracted to the swallowwort and is where they lay most of their eggs. After the eggs have hatched, the resulting caterpillars munch on the leaves, subsequently dying of poisoning. Efforts are being made to eradicate the hardy plant from northern Michigan, but officials are finding that it's not an easy plant to kill. On Friday, September 4th, dozens of road repair projects were put on hold in Michigan, including those on I-75 and I-696. MITA, or the Michigan Infrastructure and Transportation Association, is a firm that represents contractors that repair roads in Michigan. MITA has locked out all unionized workers that have been repairing many of Michigan's main roads. The union is currently trying to negotiate with individual contracting firms to get the workers' jobs back and allow construction to continue. MDA has currently not said when they will be willing to continue construction on the roads. Cheyenne?
Thanks, Joe. I'm Cheyenne Cook with Local News. School has officially started all over Genesee County. In past years, schools started after Labor Day, but this year, some Genesee County schools start as early as Monday, August 27th, with special clearance from the Michigan Department of Education. Luckily, for some kids, this means spring break is now a week earlier than it used to be. There should be a lot of kids happy about that. The senior members of the PGA Tour will be coming to Grand Blanc in the LA Challenge, part of the PGA Champion Tour. Warburg Hills, formerly the site of Buick Open, will host the event, which begins on September 10th. The tournament will last through the 16th and featuring famous guest stars such as former Buick Open winners Kenny Perry, Mary Mize, Bernard Longer, and Colin Montgomery. It is great to have professional golf back in mid-Michigan. After the break, we'll hear from David with sports.
At the Capron Chiropractic Clinic in Montrose, wellness awaits you. The Capron Chiropractic Clinic provides advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art chiropractic techniques. Dr. Michael Capron and his staff will schedule an appointment that is convenient and timely with your health needs. Whether it is a treatment for whiplash, a head or neck injury, headaches, or daily aches and pains, your journey to wellness begins at the Capron Chiropractic Clinic.
Welcome back. The Montrose Rams varsity football team fell to the Marauders of Ovid-Elsie last week by a score of 31-6. The Rams went 0 for 13 on third down conversion attempts, which was the difference maker in the game. This was only compounded on by the fact that the Marauders were able to put up 349 yards of total offense to the Rams' just 132 yards. Montrose will try to bounce back against the Indians of Chesaning tonight at 7. The Rams varsity soccer team moved to 3-2 on the season after a 7-0 win over Chesaning last night. They move on to play Byron and Montrose next Tuesday at 4:30. The Montrose varsity volleyball team played and lost 3 games to Midland, Owasso, and Swan Valley yesterday. They are set to partake in a tournament in Corona tomorrow. Moving to collegiate sports, the Michigan Wolverines took a tough 24-17 loss to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish last Saturday. They look to make some adjustments ahead of taking on the unranked Western Michigan Broncos on Saturday at noon. Last week, the Spartans received a wake-up call when they took on the Aggies of Utah State in East Lansing. Michigan State was down 31-30 with 5 minutes left in the game. They would go on to string together a 9-play, 75-yard drive to the end zone, putting up 8 with just 2 minutes left. After the 38-31 win, the Spartans will move on to play the unranked Arizona State Sun Devils tomorrow at 10:45 p.m. And on Wednesday, the Detroit Tigers took a commanding series final against the Chicago White Sox by a score of 10-2. They go back to work again tonight at home against the St. Louis Cardinals at 7:10. That'll do it for this week's MDM-TV.com Friday show. Join us tonight for some varsity football action between the Rams of Montrose and the Indians of Chesaning. Pre-game starts at 6:45 with kickoff at 7. Until then, for everyone involved, thank you for tuning in, and so long.